there was something showing today how in the U.S. people would not take somebody in a lot of debt. Well, Sami Mom, when you get a chance later, can you include in whatever you had a bar of soap?
Yeah, I can.
Okay,
I can.
yeah, because I don't have it.
All right.
Okay,
So
so
where about are you right now?
no, I'm in Armuli.
And I was in the mosque.
Yeah,
Okay, where would you be around? How long are you gonna stay there?
until somebody comes and opens it up. Nobody has come today yet.
Okay, what time do they usually come?
Well, when I first started coming here, they would come around 9 or 10 and open up. But the guy that owns the building, the Icelandic guy, he came out with his wife, and he said nobody's been here yet. So the time now I see it changes. Sometimes they'll come around door time, 12 or 1. There's no telling when Tarif is going to show up.
Okay, but he comes to open it.
Yeah, he comes. Sometimes an Ethiopian brother, Eritrean brother named Muhammad. Sometimes he'll come to open it. There's no set time right now these days. I notice.
Okay, yeah. All right. I will be in touch.
Okay, okay, I'm here.
All right.
Exactly. Wait something. So no time. Because I need to take a shower, and I have to wait for the masjid. This is the only masjid that has a shower. The one that is, what happened was this is the original mosque of Iceland, the original community, the progenitor community of Iceland. The truly authentic community of Iceland is this mosque. Even though it's strongly Sufi, and when they say, what do you mean even though? But it's strongly Sufism influenced. Strong Sufism influence, but this is the original masjid. And then the other masjid broke off from somebody that was a part of this, who was Moroccan, broke off and joined forces with an Iraqi who was based in Sweden, who this Iraqi had a lot of connections or some connections in the Arabian Persian Gulf, where they raised millions of dollars and they bought a property that was in itself expensive. The property might have cost, from the looks of it, being right near downtown Reykjavik, central 101 area, right near Reykjavik observatory area, not for the dome thing, not far from the domestic airport. I'm thinking from my mind, knowing a little bit about real estate, $100 million is about $1 million. That thing probably cost minimum 4 million to 7 million. 4 million from I would say 3.5 million to 7 million US dollars, that property. Yeah, so they probably raised at least that much from the Arabian Gulf states, and they have a right in Islam. People saying they are crooks and all of that, not so, not so. I don't believe that's true. Brother Ibrahim, I think is his name, Brother Ibrahim, Sheikh Ibrahim Abu Marwan. He looked like a person of taqwa from what I saw, but they have doubts about me. They have doubts about me because I'm from the U.S. and some people have problems about Aswad. Aswad meaning hitam, meaning me being black and being a scammer or crook or whatever. They put that label. I'm not saying Abu Marwan and Kareem Askari, who broke off from this mission. I'm not saying they put that label, but they have also an affinity for white skin, and they would rather side with the successful, more structured white people of Europe and their doubts about me rather than take my side as a fellow Muslim. So they have doubts about me. About maybe this guy is Khosus in Arabic means spy, and Mukhabarat, Khosus, which I'm not. I'm actually rejected by the Khosus of America, by the outcasts. They don't know yet, but they will learn that I'm an outcast. I've never been a part of the Khusus, but I'm an outcast of the Jaish. I was rejected by the Jaish. I'm outcast of Khusus, Mukhabarat. Nobody wants to be bothered with me. Nobody. Even I was held in Somaliland under the administration of Muhammad Ibrahim Egal by the intelligence services. Then the security structure of Somaliland, they have one. A makeshift security intel service. That's how sophisticated those people are. And then they found out from a Somali who's married to a council of Djibouti, a U.S. council, that I was considered a problem by the U.S. intelligence services and by the government. I'm considered a problematic person, an outcast, an unwanted person, a sort of refuse, discarded person who never has his life in order, who doesn't have anything, who doesn't have any money to his name. They didn't want to be bothered. They said, do with him as you will. Do with him as you please. Execute him or whatever as you please. This guy is a problem. So then the Somaliland people, being real Muslims, being the true Muslims that they are in Somaliland, in general Somalia, then they said, we take the out of your cell. You are repentant, you are Muslim, we take the handcuffs off. They didn't even have me handcuffs. Really, the Somaliland intelligence, no. They said, then you're released and you're free to move about and to be a people. We know now once they heard deep into the U.S. government structure that I was really despised and hated. But the people like Kareem and others, they don't believe me. They think that this is suspicious, that I am poor and wretched and stinking like this. It's suspicious to be so poor. They don't know, a lot of Muslims continue to discount racism out. Yeah, as a factor, they continue to discount racism. We don't fit in like everybody else. That has a society that backs them and that loves you simply based on your ethnicity. You are a compatriot in ethnicity, you have our backing. We don't have anything like that. Afro-Americans don't give a shit, man, about each other. The Afro-American leadership and a lot of the blacks are so desperate to have some semblance of softness and respect and comfort. Men deal with each other, greet each other, respect each other, and work with each other. They want so much of a semblance of comfort and respect. They're willing to ditch everything about the squalid inner city ghetto backgrounds to get away from this, man. So we have nobody to reach up to because they're busy running away from this themselves. A lot of blacks, yeah.